necking, I'll organise somebody to do your shopping. If you need to get somebody to do that, if you need a cleaner, if you need food, let us know. Because Hoyke's a small town. It's only got 15,000 people.
Yeah.
He's got really nice neighbours. Yeah. If I needed to do that, I would do that. And I was like, wind their neck in, because Dad, I says, see if you get COVID, I'm not getting back. And I'll not see you again. Yeah. No. And it was only when I kind of that sounds kind of brutal.
Yeah.
But it was
was
only when I said that, Dad, I was like, Dad, you do realise that if you get ill and get COVID, I will not see you again.
Yeah.
And he was like, right, what do I need to do? And if he has to go outside, he's not really been outside properly since March last year.
Yeah. I had the same conversation with one of my aunts, and she's like, that's all right. Aye. She's totally the opposite. I said almost word for word for you said, I won't be able to get back, can't do anything to help you, and I offered all these, same things, getting people, friends and stuff to get food delivered and etc. She's like, no, I'll be fine. And to be fair, she's been fine, but she's got a small bubble. She goes to my other aunts and who's in her nearly 90. So she does that, but then Lorna's mum, totally opposite. Keep him safe. Lorna's on her. Yeah, no worries. I'm staying in. Our two brothers are telling her, stay in. We'll get stuff delivered and stuff, and she's hardly been at the house since March as well, but she's managed.
I think it's now though, more people back home, they weren't taking it serious at first, but I think now it's getting to the point everybody knows somebody that's probably passed away from it.
I think that's it. Yeah,
I'm sure there's been some like 26 deaths or something in Hoyke.
That's quite incredible.
So everybody will know one of them people, won't they?
I'll probably know 6 or 7, and my other neighbour back home at the moment is in the hospital with COVID, and it's fingers crossed she pulls through a bit.
It's quite incredible, isn't it? We're so lucky to be here, aren't we?
Yeah. We're isolated anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly. Most isolated major city in the world, and we've got sunshine. So we're isolated in the sunshine.
Yeah.
COVID doesn't like the sun. We can get to the beach, we can go out and do stuff, It's
our lives kind of stalled a wee bit for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
5 weeks.
That's as bad as it got though, isn't it?
And it was about back to normality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, we're just so lucky. I thought we were lucky before COVID, but I definitely know we're lucky now. It's the best thing we've ever done coming here, I have to say, Chris. I mean, you might feel the same. I know I've never had any draw to go home, I have to say. Right? I've been back a few times, funerals, couple of things, sort of business-wise, going back, but I don't get the draw for it. My mates all keep in touch pretty decent. We use Skype or FaceTime, whatever. We use Alexa now. It's fantastic. My daughter, she was only a year old when we got here, and she never knew her grandpa. And for the first, grandpa's sadly passed away a few years back, but they were able. She was able to get to know him and the gran on Skype, right? And and my two oldest boys actually learned how to read on Skype. Right. So Gran and Grandpa would read them bedtime stories at 12 o'clock in the day. And my two kids would be lying in their bed listening to bedtime stories. Then they got a wee bit older, and Lorna went and got them like all the Enid Blyton books. So they would read one page, and Gran would read another page, and Grandpa would read another page. And they learn, and they all read at like exceptional levels. That was all through Skype and stuff. I just used it. It's amazing, Do you get much with Skype and that, Mark? Not so much now.
I Skype all the time with my dad. My brothers, I just tend to WhatsApp more than anything because they're busy and time difference. It's not always good.
Yeah,
and so I do Skype. I do a video call through WhatsApp as well.
I'm the same with my brother.
Yeah, but I mainly just do it all WhatsApp because I've got like a brother kind of group
chat.
So they're all chatting there. So I'll be messaging in there, joining in. Doesn't always feel the same because they're talking about like watching Liverpool and I've not seen it. So
you can miss it. What's actually going on? But.
And then my mates have got a group with them in, so you still kind of feel involved.
I do. I mean, the thing is, they're on about right when we go to Edinburgh, when we got to get this piss up happening. I'm like, boys,
you're not going anywhere.
You realise I'm not making that.
I'm not going anywhere now. Yeah. Like my brother. I was up the coast last Friday, and. Phones is on WhatsApp, and I'm just sitting in the back of the car. I was taking my shorts off to put my swimming shorts on, and all I had was the shark alarm.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "What's that?" I was like, "Oh, it's just a shark alarm." He was like, "What?" I was like, it comes. It's just a warning for everybody to go out of the water." And he's like, "What do you mean?" what do you think? I mean?
Have you seen Jaws?
He's like, "There's sharks." I was like, "Well, of course there's sharks." He's like, and then I went onto my phone about half an hour later. And it was on that alert thing that you get for the coastal area. Yeah. And it was like a 3.5 metre tiger shark or whatever it was.
That's a big beast.
He's like, that's a big shark.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
Because I'm trying to organise it probably doesn't look good now, but my family were meant to be coming out at Christmas this year.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at like Airbnbs and stuff like that. But with the revelations that they're saying that they think there's got to be any international flights this year at all, it's probably got to have to be put on hold.
Yeah, somebody saying yesterday, BBC said that Australia want to go like flights to 2022 or something. I'd never seen it, I just heard it in
you find stuff out on like British news about Australia before you hear it here.
Yeah.
Karina's sister's always telling us stuff. Oh, Australia's doing this. I'm like, are they?
I'm good friends with that Jenny Barsley that runs British Travel Company. And
does she keep you up to date with everything?
I mean, she's really good with her posts and all that, and she obviously puts a lot of stuff on Scots in Perth so people are aware what's going on. She helped hundreds of people get home or get back here.
She's been fun. I'd never met her, but she sounds like, honestly...
She's been working 17, 18 hours a day.
She's been fantastic. She gets some good write-ups on your page.
Well, she does, because the amount of work... She doesn't have to do the work that she does. Yeah. She doesn't have to work the hours that she works, but... for her to get the exemption and stuff, like she was helping people get the exemption to either go home to be with loved ones.
She's helping people.
She's constantly helping. So not only is she booking flights, she's helping people get the exemptions to go home.
Because that's where people are struggling, isn't it?
To either go home or she was putting on flights for back home to get back to Perth to try and get people back here. And
fantastic.
I know our fella really well as well, but like I say, the work that Jenny's doing, she doesn't have to do half the stuff she does, but she just does.
Is she Scottish as well?
No, she's English.
Oh, right,
She sponsored an event we were meant to have it. We've got to do a Ceilidh. And that fell on its arse.
What happened with Ceilidh? I'm sure I've seen
fell on its arse. So it was like, we were got to do a Ceilidh night in the Novotel Hotel.
Yeah.
We'd literally done a night in there about 6 months before that. 260 people in a hall. Who had a DJ, Gary and Ryan Jameson were singing and doing the DJ. Neil Wallace, who sings down at Fremantle, he was singing as well. And another couple were singing. And the night was mental. It was absolutely brilliant.
Is that what you've got in the Facebook page? That picture?
That's another night.
That's another night. Honestly, that is such a Scottish picture there, like an end of a wedding or something like that. You know, it's just such a great picture.
That was at the end of the night in Caledonia or something came on, and everybody's just in this circle, and then there's a circle inside that, and a circle inside that. And
it's such a fantastic picture, mate, honestly.
It's just a riot. Honestly, it is a riot. But so I'd literally put it to the page, right, for your next event, what do you want? And everybody came back, Ceilidh, so I'd organised the Heel and Toe Band, which are famous in Perth for obviously for Ceilidh. I'd organised Ali McKinnon to do the piping at the top of the stairs, that kind of thing. 30, lucky if I sold 30 tickets.
Ceilidh's are hard. I used to run a few things like that back home. Ceilidh's are hard.
Being English, what's
it's
Ceilidh?
Like
Scottish dance, basically.
Scottish country dancing.
Right,
heel toe, 1, 2, 3. Gay gordons.
Kilts a lot.
I mean, people would have been encouraged to do that, because I was put the House of Tartan on the page as well. So when I done my first or second Scottish night, they were like, "Come along, we'll kit you out for free because of the amount of free promotion you're getting." I've been very lucky, right? So I was invited to the Great British Chippy when it first got taken over for Alana and her husband Stevie. They were like, "Come up, try it." It's fantastic, now been taken over.
It's like you're like an influencer.
It's an influencer. It's the amount of stuff Chris puts in his page, man, and the support he gives to that page is incredible.
I'm actually trying to be an influencer. I've just set up an Instagram account, so I'm going to ask you for some tips, I think.
I rock up, right? Sit down. Me and my mate Fraser was there, and they came through like, "So what do you want?" I was like, "Oh, this is just whatever." So they came through: king rib, pizza crunch, smoked sausage, fish, haggis, pie,
everything,
literally everything. Cut it into little bits and all that.
You should have videoed it.
Well, that was like never even fun.
No, you're thinking you're going to get it.
So I'm sitting there, chips everywhere, curry sauce, peas, iron brew. And I'm just sitting eating it. I'm just sitting tucking away. And honestly, you could have rolled this out that. And then even to finish, so like, do you want to try a buttered Mars bar, which is what you do back in Scotland as well?
Yeah. I have to say, in Scotland, never ever had a buttered Mars bar. It became this sort of. Did you see Selman Hoyt then? Because I never sold them in arcade.
It's like literally the same butter as what you use for your fish.
I cannot remember ever seeing them. I only ever seen them maybe. I think about first one I seen was here actually.
Our chippy would be buttering like clean eggs and all that kind of stuff. Whatever the literally battering chuck in a deep fat fryer, it was good to go.
So when you were there, then it would have been like an equivalent of Scottish man versus food, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For the amount of food you were getting.
We gave it a good hit a bit, and I can admit, like, so I literally came out of there. I got a 40 taken with Alana. So they literally, their whole setup was built back in the UK. So their fryers and all that, and their design, their signage was done back in the UK, and they shipped it over here.
Yeah.
So I got a photograph taken just outside the chippy, right next to the big sign, and I just put, by the way, guys, so I'm not even sure how many people was on the page. I've just been for a feed at the Great British Chippy up in Currumbine. Give it a go. It is a taste of home. Like, the place is amazing.
It's a good chippy, to be fair.
Proper chips. Everything you walk back home.
Real chips.
And literally, they were inundated with folk going up. There was a lot of negative stuff to start off with.
Yeah.
That's because they were inundated. Those like 200 people trying to get in.
I've heard about that place. It was too greasy and stuff like that. I was like, listen,
try it. Not you've heard about it.
It's just been taken over for new people. Stevie was always a bit of an entrepreneur. He'd always been in and about different stuff. I'm pretty sure he had a chippy back home. He knew how to run it. And literally, and maybe a couple of years ago, opened one up in Butler. But it was honestly.
Is that the same chippy? Is it Chippies? Is it Chippies? Because there used to be one in Yanchep, and then there's Great British Chippies.
Great British Chippies. So they're in Currumbine, next to the Dan Murphy's.
Yeah, I know where it is. I've been in it a few times. I've not been in it for ages since we moved up here. We used to stay in Currumbine.
There is one at Butler, like near where the Caltex is and the McDonald's. It's behind there, isn't it?
Aye.
Because there was Chippies. There was one. I don't know if it's still there. I've never up there either. But Yanchep had Chip. I think it was called Chippies. And then there was one at Butler. There was another one. There was 3 or 4 of them, but there was a Scottish guy that started that as well. And they had all the spiel on the wall and stuff. It's quite nice.
You always get folks saying, "Oh, listen, somebody was on the page the other day. Somebody was wanting a buttered sausage supper," and I was like, "By the way, if you've not tried it, get yourself the Great British Chippy." Oh, it was a pizza crunch they were wanting. So that's a margherita pizza, right?
Deep fried
and butter.
In butter.
Is it nice?
Unbelievable.
Horrible. Don't eat it.
See if you put loads of brown sauce, like proper chippy brown sauce in it.
When I was maybe 18, I'd go, that is fine. My wife used to kill for it. She absolutely loved them. See, now you go, oh, it's not the same. You can never go back. That's what I say.
It's not healthy though, is it? Deep fried.
Deep fried cheese. Deep fried eggs and marred bars. There's nothing healthy but deep fried stuff.
It's lovely.
It's good. It's killing you. Every mouthful you take is killing you.
You know it. Like, it's the best hangover cue on a Sunday. Like, we used to play football up there on a Sunday. Like, I was, for the last 2 years, I was manager at a football club here.
Oh, yeah. What team was that, Chris?
So it was CAFC Perth Lions, right? So it's Celtic Australia's.
I thought you were still playing with them, so you play with them, just no
I'm just going to play.
Right.
I've managed for 2 years, and it absorbs your life, like.
Yeah.
You're getting messages on a Saturday night and a Sunday morning. It's social football, right?
Yeah.
The boys just want to enjoy themselves. So we were running 2 teams, so I got tricked. In it. I was steamboats one night in the Celtic club, and my mate just was constantly going. So I coach kids when I was across here.
Yeah.
7 to 11s, easy. And then my mate was like, just come and come and help us out. So I was steaming in the club. I was like, right, okay, I'll come along. So I rocked up on the Sunday, and we went to the Wild Fig in Scarborough. Sat down, and I was like, just thought I was meeting some of the players. And
they were introducing you as the new manager.
The new manager.
Aye.
Yeah.
That's right. So my mate's sitting opposite us, and a couple of boys that I recognised for the City Club and all that, and they were like, so this is your new manager. And I was looking at
and you're looking real good. Where is he?
I said, having a laugh. And they're like, no, Stephen says, I was like, I thought I was just coming today help out with a bit of coaching and all that. So literally that's how it started. So that asked me what I would do and what I could bring. And I was like, listen, every coach I've had back home, it wasn't your, right, put the football down and go away and do Union Jacks. Everything that I've always done is with football. I was like, listen, I'm happy to take coaching and see what you think, kind of thing. And I got the boys super fit. Good. First season we finished 3rd in the league, highest they've ever finished.
That's fantastic.
We went on a run towards it. Like first 5 games we started off really, really slow. Didn't have a keeper.
so hard to get decent goalkeepers, wasn't it?
We started, like I said, we started off on a bad run, and then we went on, like, I think we'd lost 1 in 14 or something, finished third in the league, got the semi-final of the cup, but then this year we got rattled with COVID.